Hey guys, so as you know, we've been in Salt Lake City way longer than expected. We got we got the word the other day that we have to be here a week longer. So we checked into this new hotel, and this morning before I showered, I discovered some pretty disturbing ass stuff. I'm gonna let Maxie go over it with you because he went detective mode and it just gets more disturbing. So we're leaving here, but before we do, we thought we would show you exactly what we found.
I'd flip the camera there. All right. So I'm not a specialist, but this is definitely a crime scene, and I kind of have an idea of what went on. But if you guys want to comment below what you think happened, I think we might be able to come up with something.
Yeah, let's go back and forth in the comments on what we all think happened.
But it's pretty disturbing. I think whoever did this definitely got away with it, obviously. But let's start over here.
So I was about to shower. Oh, you're starting right here?
Yeah, I'm gonna show the whole situation.
Okay.
I'm gonna go through the crime scene as I think it happened. So right here, it's very hard to notice, but if you notice these like frails and this line down the wall, it looks like someone did this with a blade. It's fresh too. Like, you can tell there's like little hairs off the wall because this is a weave paper. Anyway, so I have reason to believe this person like went down this wall pretty pissed initially, and the victim was at the sink at the time. This person with the knife, carrying the knife, comes over here. Person standing at the sink goes, slits their throat, and then as their throat's slit, squirts up. You have blood spattering about
and this is not even
30 to 60 degree angle. And then right here, this is a 90-degree angle. So they are standing directly below this when I believe it was an artery was slashed, and that's a pump of the heartbeat blood spatter.
And this is what I noticed initially when I was going to shower. I just looked up for some reason. I noticed that.
And then after that happened, I have reason to believe, so this individual is behind him, used their right arm to do the duty, and then the person who got the and like hit them backwards. And then, as they slit their throat, their left hand gets blood all over it. They get hit backwards, the attacker or whatever goes backwards like this, falls back, puts their hand right here, and that's where you have like some leftover blood on the sliding door.
I wish this would focus.
Not this side, it's right here. This
Yeah.
is where their hand laid.
Right.
And then the victim fell over here for a second, and you can also see on this wall here at this angle, you can see like leftover, like you see this leftover dried up blood that remains, because it's hard to clean up everything, especially when you're in a rush. There's also a hair here, which I honestly think might be the victim's hair,
And I say that's a stretch.
but we'll see.
Oh, you blew it off? Okay.
I blew it off, but it's stuck to the wall, and that's neither of our hairs. But who knows? Maybe.
I have blonde hair, and this isn't mine. So
And then
I think that's a stretch, but go on.
And then if that's their hair or not? Yeah, true.
Yeah.
They fell against the wall here, and this is about a 10-degree angle with blood spatter down here. You can see the drip of the line. It's quite long, and the longer it is, the more more of the angle that it hits. And then I honestly think this happened. They fell into the sink for a second, and you can see all the crusted blood in the overflow hole for the sink.
I think this is also a stretch.
No, this place was covered in blood. And then the person tried to wipe it up as clean as possible, but they can't clean up the overflow of blood that went in there. Because, when you fall over like this, your neck is right here, and it's going to fall into this hole. It's going to be a direct fall. And if your neck's slit, you're not going, hey, you're like, ugh.
But then how'd they get back there?
Ugh. And then they turn back, look at them, another little spray down the wall. They look at the attacker, they fall backwards, and then from here, they fall into the bathroom. And then you have spatter. I'd like to think this is spattered too.
Okay, so this stuff is definitely blood.
And this is, you see how it's circular it is? So the more circular it is, the more of a 90-degree angle it hits.
And then it looks like here they tried to clean it up because you can't see it with this camera, but
there's white marks. And
this one is very noticeable.
Okay, so then they spatter here. And they fall back, spatter again, and then they fall down this wall here, down to this point right here, and then they're laying here like this, and you see this massive amount of spatter on the wall here.
All this here, I didn't even notice that till
this is like
5 minutes ago.
This is like a 90-degree angle, and this is again, you know, maybe the final spurt, and you can see it also leaking down the bathroom tub here. So, as this person was probably bleeding out, the attacker probably slumped their neck over the bathtub here to keep all the blood like in a cleanup zone, and that's why it like ran down here. And you can see also another little spatter down here where my finger is.
Yeah.
So.
I wonder why they don't clean in here.
Well, I mean they do, but this is so hard to notice this kind of stuff.
And you can tell they tried to wipe this up here. See the cleaning right here.
That's all wiped up, but
yeah,
I have reason to believe that this was probably their final resting spot. And then from there, the attacker picked them up, pulled them over the tub here, and just kind of let them bleed out into the bathtub. And, you know, I've been analyzing it pretty heavy. Obviously, as you guys can tell, I've been going through this. I've been looking around for blood throughout the whole, like the second we saw that, it just started running in my mind. I did take like a forensic course in college, and like, you know, then it just all starts kind of running through your head. But there's more, you know, spatter down here. And you got to think too, like the attacker was probably in a rush. You know, like when something like this happens, they're cleaning up fast. They're trying to get the body out. They're trying to make sure they get out as soon as possible and no one fucking notices. But now that we've lived here for 5 or 6 nights, all this whole crime scene is completely tampered with, and you know, the case is completely thrown out. So this individual's on the loose. And
I said to him, I was like, how do you know they got away with it? He's like, well,
you got to recover
this is still there.
You got to recover
this is still there.
You got to recover the murder weapon. That's a major part. You have to have a crime scene to analyze. If, you know, you find this individual with a body, it's just like, okay, this person just has a dead body. It doesn't mean that they murdered him necessarily. They could have recovered this body somewhere. Who knows? But this, you know, and then so you can come back further here and you can see even more. There's spatter here too. So this could have been during the cleanup process, but it could have also been drips from the ceiling. You know, this door could have been opened right here. This door could have been opened at about this angle, okay? Which leads me to believe that this was quite a bit of blood buildup, and it actually fell down and hit the door here.
The light is like, okay.
So I bet if I get on this toilet and stand up on top of this door, I bet there's quite a bit on the top of this door frame. Huh? No. So the door was probably opened about right here. And it fell down. Touched here. Which makes sense. Touched down there, which makes sense. And then I don't know if I found any more in here, but you know, this definitely wasn't an accident. You know, it's not like you cut yourself shaving kind of thing. And you can really see it. The reason I believe that it was something horrible is like the blood spread out, the spatter spread out, and this whole wall is like riddled in. Like, look, and that's not like, sorry, but washing your face does not go up here, you know what I mean?
Right.
In these kind of formation. And you can also see the small amounts of blood that the individual didn't wipe up. You know, they probably just scrambled. This was probably disgusting, like full of blood.
I just don't understand how this is all still here, especially this on the cottage cheese and then that right there.
The person's in the craziest adrenaline. The hotel wouldn't know. The maids come in here.
Sorry, guys.
The maids come in here, they clean it up, and then...
Did I stop it?
No, don't stop it. Oh. The maids come in here, they clean it up as fast as possible. It's their job to clean there. They're not looking at the ceiling like...
Yeah, they're not looking up to check if there's
like, okay, job's
shit
done,
on the
let's
ceiling.
go. Like, it looks clean. But I think there's a lot more to be uncovered here. I honestly think in this sink, in this overflow, is the most amount of blood because of this is the initial neck slit. And that's where it happened, but...
The overflow.
Yeah, so... Gotta get it about an angle like here. Brighten it up. See how that's crusted in there?
I don't see that.
Can you get you another phone and put a light in there?
Yeah. Hi, monkeys.
Anyway, pretty intense. It's crazy that people can just get away with murder like this and it doesn't get reported or anything. We're not going to put the hotel on blast unless they don't give us a full refund. Then we'll definitely let you know never to stay here again.
Okay, I have the light.
All right, go for it. Here. So I don't know if you guys can, it's really hard to get the crust. So there's a little blood there on the tip too. You see that? See the blood on the tip?
Yeah.
Okay, well you see all that crusted blood. You see how that's not makeup. That's not like, that is dried blood. And it's deep and it goes for a long time.
Oh, we missed
through
some
there.
spotters right here.
Good eye, Detective Jan.
These ones.
Very good.
Right here. All right there. And then if you, right here as well.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like, I mean, you know how our artery spray works. It's every time the heart beats, it sprays out at a pretty substantial rate. So this person was probably standing here just like holding their neck after it happened. You know, after it initially happened, like, oh, and then they see all the blood, they grab their neck, fall backwards, one little drip. Actually, there's probably a shit ton of blood here, and the guy just wiped it and didn't get this piece, but that's 100% spatter. And then it falls back. Oh. And I don't know if this individual was beaten or what. And you gotta think there was probably a fucking pool of blood in here. And they just
Comment below what you guys think happened. If you think we are just absolute nutcases. To me, the most disturbing is obviously this.
That's the initial
going
spray.
Here, going down there. It would have gone up. So either someone's throat was slit or someone's wrist was slit.
No. Wrist don't.
See, I wouldn't know.
Shoot, artery. This is an arterial spray. If arterial is a spray, but. And then the most disturbing part too.
And
is
then
like,
these.
all of the wiping on the ceiling.
The wiping
here.
on the ceiling, which they can't see. Oh wait, actually you can see that here.
How they wiped.
See how they wiped around the blood?
See how some of the blood's like
to get rid of it with
too.
bleach, I'm sure, but obviously it didn't work out so well.
But this crime scene is completely, what do they call it?
It's disturbing. So we're leaving. We're going to our buddy's house for the remainder of our time in Salt Lake City. Shout out.
Nothing like some good content though.
Yeah, nothing like some good content.
And I'm really curious what you guys think, and if anyone's a specialist in forensics and knows something like this, if you can confirm or...
So we're about to go to the desk. We just wanted to record this for you guys to get your opinion. We're about to go to the desk to get a refund for last night, and then we're gonna go to Rick's house for until our RV is ready, basically. He has a little studio downstairs in his house, and he's allowing for us to come there. So thank you so much, Rick. You are a lifesaver, saving us a lot of money as well. And my dad says we should make a report with public safety. We're not going to do that this second,
There's even
but
some more dried blood right here. I mean, this is just a small amount, but again, you know, it's like the guy is in a rush. Who knows? Maybe he had to check out.
I can't even...
So pretty crazy. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Yeah, comment below and let us know. This shit's disturbing. But I mean, he had to have bagged the body in this area because I don't see anything outside of here. There was a little blood on the couch, but I really don't think that
We're all packed up
had much of a relation.
and ready to get out of here.
Thank God. Let's not get murdered.
All right, guys, comment your opinions below. Hope you guys are doing well. Peace, peace.